What is going on, people? I am here for a long video. It's going to be a very long video because what I'm about to do is I'm about to show off my entire Blu-ray collection. I was going to wait till the end of the year, but the end of the year I don't have time. This week I am on vacation from work, so that's what I'm going to do. Today I'm going to show off my entire Blu-ray collection. That's, horror movies, which are right behind me. The rest of my collection, which is over here. Then I got, stuff wrapped around there and there and there and there. So it's going to be a pretty long video. If I can get my camera set up straight. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this. Hopefully you're going to see some movies that maybe you've never seen before. Within the past, I'd say 2 years, I've been collecting more independent titles. So you'll probably see some movies you've never heard of, and maybe at that point I'll sit and I'll, explain a little bit more. But if there's something that you want to see explained or reviewed more, let me know in the comments, because I'm not going to go too crazy showing everything off or talking about them, should I say. I'll just hold them up and I'll show them off. And hopefully, this thing is, as entertaining as I thought, because I know a lot of people like to see other people's collections. I do as well. I've been going through YouTube and checking out people's complete collections. Now, some of these are a little older, so I'm sure they grew. The last time I did anything like this was the beginning of the year, and my collection has grown substantially since then. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into this. I'm going to stop talking because this is going to take me a long time. I'm going to pause the video to empty out the shelves and make it easier. I know some people walk around with their camera and stuff just to, show off the titles and stuff. Me, I like to show off the entire thing. So, like I said, without further ado, I'm going to start with my box sets. I got some that were over in front of me. Then I can see, as you can see, some on top of there, which I'll have to get off once I hit the pause. And then I have other box sets, my horror box sets over here. So I'm going to just go through the entire collection pretty much like clockwise. So you'll get the horror movies first, then I'll get into the regular ones, the ones without slipcovers, and so on and so forth. So, again, like I said, for the fifth time, without further ado, let me get into this. This is one of my recent pickups. It's a 35th anniversary edition, a limited edition 4K Ultra Blu-ray and Digital HD of E.T. It's got that little lenticular cover. I thought that was pretty cool, and it was cheap. I got this a couple years ago, the Goonies box set, where it comes with the movie and a board game and some, pictures and fun things like that. This one has 4 discs with 4 movies on each, or 3 movies on each, making it 12 movies in one collection. I believe this came from like France or something, but there's 12 movies in this. The only reason I got it was for the one movie, what is it called? Jack Brooks and the Killer of Monsters, or Monster Slayer. Jack Brooks Monster Slayer, but it's in French. I got that for that movie only, but it would have been cheaper to buy this whole thing as opposed to the movie by itself, so I went and did that. This is a recent pickup. I got the Terminator anthology. This comes with the Terminator, Terminator Judgment Day, The Rise of the Machines, and Salvation. So I got that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool box set that they have there. This is a Mill Creek 4-movie set. It actually comes with two Blu-rays with 2 movies on each. That's Vertical Limit, Terminal Velocity, White Squall, and Stealth. I got it for Vertical Limit. I haven't seen that movie in forever. This one I got for cheap at Walmart. It's another Mill Creek set, and it's Action 9 movie collection. You got Vehicle 19, Gridiron Gang, Maximum Risk, Double Team, Universal Soldier, The Hard Corps, Second in Command, You Got Served, and Stomp the Yard. So it's got a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I think it's like a 5-pack. And then it's got a few double discs of Stomp the Yard, and Gridiron Gang and Vehicle 19 is by itself. This one isn't really much of a box set. It's just too big to fit with the normal Blu-rays. So it's Anchorman. This is a little a little box set here. This is one of my favorite collections, actually. It's from Arrow, one of my favorite movies of all time, the Donnie Darko Arrow release, where it comes with the regular director's cut, the theatrical cut. Donnie Darko, I guess it's like a bunch of special features. I haven't gotten down to sit down and watch the special features, but the transfer is awesome. Bad Boys 1 and 2 in a nice little collection there. This is the Fast and Furious 7 movie set. You know, when I bought a couple movies, I thought they looked really cool, and then I realized that they're not going to fit anywhere in the collection, so I had to keep the actual tire. When you open up the tire, it's not really safe for the discs. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but, you know, it's a little too late now. I got the 7 movies. I remember getting this and Band of Brothers, one of the Black Fridays for like $15, and that's the Pacific, the little mini docu-series or whatever you want to call it. Better Call Saul, Season 1. I never watched one episode of Breaking Bad. I lied. I saw like bits and pieces, not like a whole episode though, which I'm sure people are going to give me crap for. Divergent. This is a what do you call it? A digibook. So that's pretty much why I have it separate than everything else. Again, with this, it's more digibooks. It's box sets. It's anything that wouldn't normally look right in a normal setup. This is a digibook of Dream Girls. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. This is more of, I don't even know what it is. It's like, it's just too thick to fit in a normal spot for whatever you want to call it, like in my regular collection. This is the Firefly 15th Anniversary Collector's Edition. Never watched one episode. It actually was just to get me over the threshold for $35 on Amazon to get it the same day delivery. Ghostbusters 1 and 2 digibook. The following, this was a Black Friday pickup when it was like $8 or something like that. Still have not sat down to watch one, and I don't have the second season. This is a extended edition of The Hobbit. Which one's this? The Desolation of Smaug. It's kind of funny how the extended version is actually smaller than the actual, discs, like the box of them. Labyrinth in a digibook. So one of my, when I watched this when I was younger, I was scared shitless, but it's one of, my favorite movies to that. This is a Mad Max High Octane Collection. This has Mad Max Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Mad Max Fury Road, Mad Max Fury Road with 4K, and then you get another Mad Max Fury Road, and then a black and chrome Mad Max Fury Road, and then Madness of Max, and then all new Road Warrior documentary. So this has a whole bunch of, looks like a whole bunch of Mad Max Fury Road styles. I guess maybe it's like a director's cut and stuff, and then a black and white one. But the main reason I got it is because I always wanted to own Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome on a Blu-ray. So pretty much that's why I got that collection. This right here is a Disney Club exclusive, and that's the Nightmare Before Christmas and a Hocus Pocus set that they came out with. I was looking all over for the Steelbooks that they finally got around Halloween at my Best Buy. I found them finally, and then I got this in the mail, and I was like, now I have 3 versions of each movie. I got the DVDs. Actually, I got the Blu-rays of each too, the single, normal Blu-rays, and then they came out with the Steelbooks, which I got in that thing. So I'm not complaining because I do like those movies and they're different styles, but whatever. Ong Bak the Trilogy. This is Ong Bak 1, 2, and 3. Tony Jaa pretty much is, if you didn't know, even though I haven't heard much, I'm not the biggest martial arts fan, but when I saw Ong Bak, I was like, not Jackie Chan, but Bruce Lee, reimagined kind of deal. Tony Jaa has that style. I did enjoy this a whole lot. Didn't see the third one. The first and second are pretty good. This is Planet of the Apes Legacy Collection. This is Beneath the Planet of the Apes, or First Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet, Escape from the Planet, Conquest of the Planet and Battle for the Planet. This has none of the new ones. They do have a new set out with, I think, all of them, plus the new 3. So I might, kind of try to sell that and get that new one. This is Schindler's List. This is a 20th anniversary limited edition. I always saw this staring me at the face, in the face at Target, so I picked it up. This is Son of God in the digibook. You got Taxi Driver in this. I don't even know what to call this. It's like a normal, just a normal like bifold, I guess you want to call it. But the thing is, it's all like leathery. It's hard to explain. But that one, I got Warcraft in this, special box set where you have these slip cards or something that I still haven't even opened them. You have like how many different? There's probably a good amount, maybe like 10 of them, where you can slide that person in. I still have not even sat down to watch the movie. This is The Weeds, the complete collection. I remember watching the first couple seasons and enjoying it, and then just kind of, forgetting about it. I pretty much bought this for my father because he watched them on Netflix, and then he, finished the whole series, and he's like, well, I have no need for it. You have the Roger Moore collection of the 007, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, and The Spy Who Loved Me. You have the Pierce Brosnan collection, where it's GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and then Die Another Day. And then the Daniel Craig collection, which is Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall. And then I have a whole bunch of them. I, got them, to tell you the truth, just to have them in my collection. I'm not the biggest 007 fan whatsoever. That's why I never got, one of those big box sets. But to have movies, if you're a collector, sometimes you just buy movies to have in the collection just to say, I have them in my collection. Again, I got this with the Pacific. This is the Band of Brothers. I think they were $10 each on Black Friday, how many years ago. This is Big Little Lies, an HBO series. This is another one that I got on Black Friday that I just grabbed, still haven't watched, and eventually maybe I'll sit down and watch them. Again, Black Friday buy, how many years ago? This is Black Sail Season 1 and 2, and I never got the rest because they never had them on sale. And again, the thing is, when I find deals, especially on Black Friday, I'll just grab, and then half the time I think, okay, I can put some of this back. I usually don't, so that pretty much is what goes on with that. I have The Night Of, which I did watch, which is a interesting story about someone wrongfully accused, or who knows. It's kind of cool. Orange Is the New Black. This is season 2. The only reason I have it separate is because this is one of the only ones I have that has a slipcover with it. These couple were Black Friday as well, and that's True Detective season 1. True Detective Season 2, and then Two Broke Girls. I have, let's see, I got all this stuff on my bed over here. This is a box set of the Home Alone. Only the first 2 come on Blu-ray. It comes with DVD and Blu-ray, and then the next 3, which I don't know why they have 5 movies, come on DVD. The Home Alone 3, the Home Alone Taking the House Back the House, and the Home Alone Holiday Heist. And in the box, you see you get some special stuff in there, like a map and other things. So I got this just because I like the little paint can. I think it's pretty cool, and I like having limited edition stuff here and there. It's not the biggest thing in my book, but if I can get it for a good price, I get it. This I just got because it was like $5 the one time on Amazon. I got this. I still have not even opened it. Maybe I'll give this away in a contest or something. If you guys are interested in this, let me know, and I'll hold a contest for it. This I got because it was cheap. The next couple I got because they were on sale, and it was around Christmas time, and I was like, you know what, let me get them now when I'm not paying full price, and it's not all my money. This is the Harry Potter Hogwarts collection. This has all the movies on it. Most of them come with the Blu-ray and DVD, with the Blu-ray and DVD special features. So you get how many discs in this one? This is a 31 disc set, and then the last disc is actually a full of special features and like I think it's like the 50 best Harry Potter moments and stuff like that. So it's pretty much, you know, all over the place, and you have a whole bunch of stuff. I watched bits and pieces of this series, but again, when I find something for cheap enough, I think this came to like $30 after all the sales and whatever. It was around Black Friday or Cyber Monday, and I'm like, let me get it now because it was going for like 120 everywhere else. And this is the 10 seasons of Friends. This is all the seasons in high definition, it says, and then you got this lenticular cover and stuff. So I'm like, why not? Let me get it now while it's cheap enough for me to get it. This thing I think is really cool, and the price has gone up tremendously. I'm a big, you know, sports fan, and hearing stories behind them. Let me get into it. It's the 30 for 30, the ESPN. This is seasons 1 through 5. It comes in this nice, it looks like a ticket, like a movie ticket and stuff, and it has all 5 seasons. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got this because why not? I guess, but it does have a lot of movies that I already did have. Extreme Close-Up, sorry about that, by the way. This is the 50 film, the best of, what is this? The best of Warner Brothers 50 collection. This is a lot of award winners and stuff like that. It goes from the Grand Hotel, which is from 1932, to Inception, which is 2010. This has a lot of movies that I did have, like the I have the Lord of the Rings series, which I had and stuff. But there's the beginning half, to tell you the truth, I didn't not own, like Gone with the Wind and Wizard of Oz and stuff like that. Singing in the Rain I never had, or Bullet or anything like that. So this has a bunch of stuff that I didn't have beforehand. So that's one part of my, you know, box set. So let me pause this. I'll get that stuff from up top over there, and then, like I said, we'll go through the different shelves. All right, continuing with the box sets. Like I said, I took them off from up there. I have the Once Upon a Time seasons 1 through 6. I got this because it was like $25 on Amazon at one point in time, and I'm like, that can't be right, so let me snag it up. The quality of the box set isn't the greatest, but, you know, whatever. 6 seasons of Once Upon a Time. This is the Alien, what is this? This is the anthology. It's not the quadrilogy, whatever. It doesn't have the Alien vs. Predators or the newest Alien. This just has Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and then Alien Resurrection. But I do like this cover. This is the Back to the Future, the 30th anniversary. At one point I did have the 25th anniversary. They'll probably come out with like a 35th and a 40th and stuff like that. But you can't go wrong with Back to the Future. This is from, I'm guessing it's, you know, like an English, whatever, overseas, UK kind of release. This is the Batman Motion Picture Anthology, 1989 through 97. This has the Batman, regular Batman, the Batman Returns, Batman Forever, which, you know, isn't the greatest. I want to say isn't the greatest. It sucks. And then, of course, Batman and Robin, which is equally as not as good. This is the Dark Knight trilogy. This is another one. There's this and then the Die Hard one. They have like a, I don't want to even say embossed. It just like feels different. It feels like a leather type feel to it. But this is the Dark Knight trilogy. In that set, I have the Blomkamp, however you pronounce it. It's got District 9, Chappie, and Asylum in it. I was not impressed by Chappie whatsoever. I thought I was going to like it. I thought it was going to be like a new, updated version of Short Circuit kind of deal, and it fell far below expectations. I maybe went into it a little high. This is the Bourne collection. It's got Bourne Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum, and the Bourne Legacy, plus a bunch of bonus discs, and it also includes a spot for if you wanted to add Jason Bourne into this. This is, like I said, the Die Hard collection. Again, it has whatever material, like I said, it feels like leather, but this comes with Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance, and Live Free and Die Hard. This is the Family Guy, that Star Wars trilogy, I guess you want to call it. I forget exactly what is this? The Family Guy, Blue Harvest, something, Dark Side, and then It's a Trap. So this is the pretty much 3 episodes of, a little longer episodes of the Family Guy with the Star Wars story as the twist. This is the Godfather collection. Again, not much of a box set, but it's special, so I just put it up top. This is the Goodfellas, again, another one. I thought Die Hard was the only one. But again, whatever material this is, it's got it. It's pretty, it's interesting feeling, and it's a cool looking slip. This is the Ice Age 4 movie set. This comes with Ice Age, The Meltdown, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, and Continental Drift. It did not come with that 5th one, whatever the 5th one is, but I do own it, which I'll show off at some point in this video. So stick around for that. This is the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy. Jurassic Park happens to be one of my favorite movies of all time. The second one was alright, and then the third one sucked. Jurassic World I liked. This second one, I still have to watch it again to give my full opinion on it, but Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies of all time. This was one of the only Amazon Day purchases that I got a few years ago. I was waiting for it, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what deals they had. And they had pretty much nothing except for this. Lord of the Rings extended versions, all 3 movies. So I got that. This is a pretty cool collection. It comes with, 20 movies, I believe? 20 film set. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Outlaw, Jesse Wales, The Gauntlet, Every Which Way But Loose, Firefox, Sudden Impact, Pale Rider, Heartbreak Ridge, Unforgiven, The Perfect World, Space Cowboys, Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, Letters to Iwo Jima, Gran Torino, Invictus, Hereafter, J. Edgar, Trouble with the Curve, and then there's 2 Eastwood documentaries, I guess you want to call, on this set. I think it's pretty cool. I definitely enjoy it. I got more into Clint Eastwood later in his career, and then checked out a lot of his earlier stuff. So I got that. This is the MGM Family Hits. I pretty much got it for All Dogs Go to Heaven and Secret of the Nim on Blu-ray. They both have pretty good quality, to tell you the truth. I didn't know how the transfer was going to be, but it ended up being pretty good. It's got The Pebble and the Penguin, Secret of Nim, The Greatest Story Ever Told, The Black Stallion, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Igor, All Dogs Go to Heaven 2, and Fiddler on the Roof. If I can put this back in order, it makes it easier when I have to put them back up there, because I'm a stickler. I have to have everything in alphabetical order. This happens to be one of my favorite box sets. I'm a huge fan of Mel Brooks, so if you are, go ahead, go out and get this box set. It's relatively cheap, to tell you the truth. It's got 9 movies. The 12 Chairs, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, History of the World Part 1, To Be or Not to Be, Spaceballs, and Robin Hood Men in Tights, which, a lot of the rumors and stuff is that he's working on another Spaceballs and stuff like that. So hopefully eventually he does come out with more stuff, because comedy movies definitely need his spin on it. If you haven't seen any of his movies, what's wrong with you? Go check them out. This is the Pirates of the Caribbean. This has 4 movies. It has the, now if I read them right, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, On Stranger Tides, and then I did get the other one, which again I'll show off at some point in time in this in this update. This, I think, is, a pretty cool update, a pretty cool box set. It was cheap enough. It's a UK release, and it's the Police Academy movies, all 7 of them. It's Police Academy, The First Assignment, Police Academy Back in Training, Police Academy Citizens on Parole, Assignment Miami Beach, City Under Siege, and then Mission to Moscow. Towards the end they got kind of crappy, but you can't go wrong with the first couple Police Academies. Really fun movies. This is the Rocky collection, everything but the Creed movies. Rocky 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Rocky Balboa. Of course, like I said, except for Creed, and then Creed 2, of course, which is in the theaters now. This is the Rodgers and Hammerstein's collection. It's got 8 movies, but technically it's only like 5 of them because they have a couple movies with like different cuts of the movie. You have Sound of Music, Carousel, The King and I, Oklahoma, which is 2 different versions, Todd A.O. and then a CinemaScope version, South Pacific, which has a theatrical and extended Roadshow version, and then State Fair. This is, more Rodgers and Hammerstein does more, musical movies, and I got it for Oklahoma, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's see. This has 3 Santa Claus movies. This came from the Disney Movie Club. It has Santa Claus 2, and Santa Claus 3. That one has... No, the second one... No, the third one has, Jack Frost and stuff like that. So, Santa Claus collection. I still have not opened that just because... I don't know. I still haven't opened it. This is the Shrek, the whole story, even though I think they're coming out with another Shrek. This is Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. Like I said, I think they're coming out with another Shrek movie as well. I could be wrong, but I think I heard that. This one is a Arrow release, and this one, to tell you the truth, is the weirdest movie I think I've ever seen in my life, to tell you the truth. This should be with the horror movies, but I have it up in the box set part, and that's Arrow's Society, but Arrow's version of it. This, like I said, it has to be one of the weirdest movies I think I've ever seen in my life, and I remember seeing it when I was relatively young, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching? Let's see, you have the Stanley Kubrick collection. This is another one. I bought a whole bunch of UK editions because, to tell you the truth, they come out with, the quality of the box might not be the best, but if I can find more movies for cheap, I'll go ahead and do it. Like I said, Stanley Kubrick. It's got Lolita, 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, and Eyes Wide Shut. So that's the Stanley Kubrick box set. This I'm glad I got because the price keeps on going up for this, and that's the Quentin Tarantino box set. This comes with 8 movies along with 15 hours of special features. Comes with Inglourious Basterds, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Reservoir Dogs, Jackie Brown, True Romance, and Death Proof. So that's a Tarantino box set. I think it looks really cool. Like I said, the last time I checked it, that box set keeps on going up and up and up. This is the Transformers movies, 4 of them. Transformers Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, and the regular original Transformers. This is the Tim Burton collection. When I got it, I thought it was another UK edition, but no, it's not. This is just normal. It's got 7 movies. Batman Returns, Beetlejuice, Mars Attacks, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which pretty much is the only reason I got this box set, to get Pee-wee's Big Adventure on Blu-ray, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then Tim Burton's Corpse Bride. So that's a pretty cool set, even though I had like half the movies. This is another UK, Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3, and of course they're coming out with Toy Story 4 next year. So, it sucks when you get box sets, but they keep on making movies, and, eventually you'll have to go and get it. I got this, I got it again before, like I said, to get it, to say I have the movies in my collection. Do I watch them all the time? Not anywhere close, but that's the Twilight Forever box set. It comes with, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn Part 1, and Breaking Dawn Part 2. Like I said, I'm a collector, and I get movies to have in my collection. And then the last one as a normal box set as opposed to the horror movie box sets. This is VHS 2. Should be with the horror, but I kind of lost room, so I put it with, it fits perfectly up top. Kind of puts everything together, and that's VHS 2 it comes with DVD, Blu-ray, and a VHS, which I haven't opened because I don't have a VCR. So that's VHS 2. So that concludes the normal box sets. I'll get into my horror movie collection. Alright, this is my smaller horror movie box set or special edition, I guess you want to call it. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely go ahead and do yourself the favor, check it out. It's Turbo Kid, almost like a Mad Max meets like it's like Mad Max on bicycles and stuff. You have to watch it. This is the Arrow version of the House collection. This is House 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then it comes with a little booklet. If you love special features, Arrow is the way to go. They put so much stuff onto their releases and stuff. It's really good. Them and Scream Factory, which eventually I'll get to in probably 5 minutes, not even. This is the Hills Have Eyes, the remakes, Hills Have Eyes 1 and Hills Have Eyes 2. This is Hannibal, the 3 seasons. It was alright. Chucky collection. This includes, what do you call it? The newest one as well. What is it called? Not Curse, it's Cult of Chucky. So it's got Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, and Cult of Chucky, which a lot of people didn't like Cult, but I didn't mind it, to tell you the truth. I think that was pretty cool, especially at the end when you get a little spoiler alert, you get all those other Chuckies. It was pretty cool. The Omen collection, this has the first 3 and then the remake. This one's pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, it's a anthology movie. This is the special edition, I guess you want to call it. Comes with Blu-ray, DVD, bonus feature disc, and a soundtrack. That's a Tales of Halloween. It's along the lines, not along the lines, but it's an anthology like Trick or Treat. This is the Resident Evil 5 movie set. Resident Evil Apocalypse, Afterlife, Extinction, and Retribution. They kind of got crappy towards the end. You know, I like the first one, and then they kind of dipped from there. Didn't like them as much. The Stranger Things collection, not collection, but season 1, and then Stranger Things season 2, which this one has a little bit more of a safety net to it. It's pretty solid. I like this one a little bit better, but season 2. And then I'll get into my Scream Factory collection. I'm not going to go into much detail with these. If you want, check out my recent Scream Factory update. The Abandoned, The Animal, Anti-Birth, The Axe Murders of Villisca. I never could pronounce this. I tried. I had a few where I was doing a review and an update and stuff like that, and I could never pronounce that. Villisca. The Battery, a zombie film. The Beast Within. Beyond the Gates. Body Bags, another anthology film. Bound to Vengeance, one of the recent ones I got. This one is very, very intense, I must say. I didn't expect it to be that intense. The Burning. Cabin Fever remake. Cage Fury, another new one I got. I just picked up recently. Cherry Falls. Crawl Space. Darkness Rising. A Dark Song. This is Devil's Candy. This is more artistic in its ways. This is A Devil's Doorway. Disturbing Behavior. Dolls. I finally got around to watch that one. It's pretty good. Along the lines of Puppet Master. The Editor. This one's a fun one. All over the place. From Beyond. More sci-fi-ish. Wasn't really, Full Moon High. What I'm trying to say is I'm not huge into sci-fi. The Funhouse. Funhouse Massacre, really fun movie if you haven't seen it. Along the lines of like Hellfest and Bloodfest and all the other fests that are out there. Ginger Snaps. The Harvest. Hemlock Grove, Season 1. I believe Season 1. Hashtag Horror. I Remember You. This one's, what do you call it? Not, I guess it's Swedish or something like that, but it's got subtitles. This is Love at First Bite and Once Bitten. I finally got that one. And that one, there was a few movies that when I bought them from the whole Shout Factory, Scream Factory sale, they held over. Lady in White. Motel Hell. I got this yesterday. Munchies and Munchies, which I don't understand why you would have Munchies and then you would make it Munchie for the second one, to tell you the truth. And then there's a Munchie 2. So I guess that would be Munchies 3. I don't know. Our House. Pumpkinhead 2. This is Rockula. Some of these I got just to like bulk up my Scream Factory collection. I still haven't seen any of them. Scarecrows. I mean, most of them I've seen. Some of them I haven't. Rockula, I'll tell you, wasn't one of them. Shark and Soul, Woman's Prison Massacre. That one's fun. Try to say that 5 times fast. Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp 2. Slumber Party Massacre. Slumber Party Massacre 2 and 3. I heard I saw 2, I heard 3 was alright. It wasn't the greatest. Swamp Thing, I finally got that. This was added to my collection when they had that whole sale. This is Terror Vision and the Video Dead. They Live. The Vagrant. This is a recent one that finally came in. The Vampire Lovers. Welcome to Willits. Wormwood. Zombie Fight Club. Then I got these Steelbooks. Let me grab these. They're pretty cool looking Steelbooks. The Army of Darkness Steelbook. The Fog. The Howling. Life Force. Prince of Darkness. And because I like the movie so much and their limited editions, I got They Live as well. So those were the Steelbooks and the non-slip covers. So I'll get going with the rest. The Amityville Horror Trilogy. I do have the Amityville, the same set, I guess you want to call it, but on DVD. But that one comes with a 4th disc with like special features and stuff. I don't know if they just added more special features to the actual discs, but to tell you the truth, that one was pretty cool. This is Army of Frankensteins. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This is a fun one if you haven't seen it. The Babadook with the special pop-up book, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Beneath. That one's pretty cool. If I can get these to stay upright. The Bite. Black Christmas. Blood-Sucking Bastards. The Boy. Carnage Park. Class of 1984. Cockneys versus Zombies. Dark Summer. Dark Room, or The Dead Room. The Devil's Dolls. The Devil's Gate. Don't Knock Twice. One of the newer ones I got. Extraterrestrial. Fender Bender is a fun one. A throwback to the 80s slasher. Feral, one of the newer ones I got. About like a sickness. Garbage Pail Kids. Ghost Stories, one of the newer ones. Anthology, really fun one. Gravy is a good one. A lot of these are really good. What am I talking about? The Hollow. This is the Halloween collection. This is everything through from regular Halloween to Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie version. Hellions. Hell Night. House on Willow Street. It Lives, or It's Alive, should I say, trilogy. Jackals is a fun one. The Lesson. The Midnight Man. Monkey's Paw. Over Your Dead Body. Prison. Paywacket. Slasher Season 1. Sleepaway Camp 3. Stung. The Stranger. Submerged. Toolbox Murders 2. The Wilding. This is one of the newer ones. Interesting one. And 68 Kill. This is another fun one. One of the, recent ones. So that was my Scream Factory collection. Anything you want talked about, either check out my previous videos for my Scream Factory collection, or let me know in the comments if you want one of those reviewed for you. It's going to be a long video. Anyway, this is horror movies with slipcovers. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Annabelle Creation. As Above, So Below. Basket Case. Funny story is, I thought It's Alive was Basket Case, so I kind of bought that by mistake. But, it added to the collection. The Belko Experience, or Experiment. Better Watch Out. This is a nice Christmas-style horror movie. The Birds. Blair Witch. This is the third installment. Came out, what was it, last year or 2 years ago. The Boy. Another Boy. Not to be mistaken with the Scream Factory one. I don't know why I was pointing. The Bye Bye Man. Carrie, the remake with Chloe Grace Moretz. Cell. Children of the Corn. This is Runaway. This is one of the latest ones that came out. I got a whole bunch of the Children of the Corns. Christmas Horror Story, but most of those are on DVD. Clown. The Collection. The Conjuring. Cooties. This is a fun one about young kids getting like some cooties and changing them into like zombies. Crimson Peak. This is The Crucifixion. This is a recent like possession movie. It's pretty good. Cure for the Wellness. The Darkness. This is Day of the Dead Bloodline. One of the newer, came out earlier this year, I believe. Dead Before Dawn is a fun one about a curse. Deep Blue Sea 2. It's a $3 pickup on Black Friday. Deep Rising. This is a fun one. Deliver Us from Evil. Devil's Due. The Domestics. I just bought this one. Came out, I believe, last Tuesday. But that one's pretty... The trailer looked good. I did not get to check it out yet. Don't Breathe. I went to Steelbook with the old guy, the old face. Don't Grow Up. Dracula Untold. Evil Dead, the remake. Or, yeah, like retelling. It's a little bit different. The Forest, about that forest in China. Friend request, I do have to get the friend request dark web. And the only reason, no, that's Unfriended. Which one is it? Unfriended, which I'll mention it, but I have to usually, with my collection, I have to get sequels and stuff. I'm a completist. It sucks, but I am a completist. The Gallows, supposedly they're coming out with a second one of that. Get Out. The Girl with All the Gifts. Green Inferno. Hangman. Hansel and Gretel Get Baked. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. I knew there was a second part to that. Happy Death Day, which the second one is coming out. I don't know how you can... I mean, the way it ended, it kind of, I guess, could have left it open. The Hatred is a pretty good one. House at the End of the Street. Jennifer Lawrence in a horror movie. The House is October Built. The House is October Built 2. Insidious Chapter 2. Insidious Chapter 3. It, this 2018 one. I'm excited for the It Part 2 because, to tell you the truth, didn't know what I like the original It just because it's different, but to tell you the truth, I like this one a lot too. It Follows, and I can't wait for the second one. Jezebel, not It Follows, but It Part 2. Jigsaw, who knows if it's the final part of the Saw franchise. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, this is the Arrow version. I do have another version of this because the only reason I kept it is because I like the artwork of it. So that's Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Arrow version. Knock Knock, this is I think a retelling of an earlier like 70s movies or something like that, but this one's pretty good with Keanu Reeves. Krampus, this started the whole Krampus phrase, or kind of joined in on it. The Last Days of Mars, don't even know if that's a horror movie. I just put it, still haven't even opened it to tell you the truth. The Last Exorcism, The Lazarus Effect, Leatherface. A lot of people didn't like this movie, but I thought it was, I wouldn't say the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but to tell you the truth, I dug it. I think it's better than like what is it? Resurrection, not Resurrection. What the hell is the one with Matthew McConaughey? Can't think of the name now. Leprechaun Collection. This comes with the 6 ones with. Now I can't even think of his name. I can't think of his name. And then the one has Hornswoggle in it. Did not like the latest one. It wasn't with the whole like complete series, I guess you want to call it. Let Me In. That's a remake, the English remake. Lords of Salem. Didn't like this one. This is my least favorite Rob Zombie film. This is pretty good for Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of being like more serious actor, I guess you want to call it. Maggie, about like zombies and stuff. Not full out zombies, but this is Malevolence. This is a Netflix series or a Netflix movie, which they made 3 of them and then they put out on Blu-ray. So I got the series. The first one was alright. It was like very low budget, but I heard really good things about the next 2, and one of them is because Alexandra Daddario's in it. That's why I got this one, Malevolence 2, Bereavement. And then there's a third one. This is Malevolence 3, Killer. So I heard the other 2 are really good. The first one, like I said, is more lower budget, so it has its flaws, I guess you want to call it. Mama. This one, I mean, I heard things, and it's just... This movie is all over the place, but it's a good all over the place. Mandy, I was going to do a review for it, but I'm like, I can't even begin to explain. This movie I got yesterday, still haven't sat down to watch it. Mara, it sounds like a ghost-like movie, I guess you want to call it. This one, another Nicolas Cage movie. Mom and Dad. This is his normal craziness, but it adds to it because the parents actually go crazy and try to kill their kids. Marrowbone. Mother. A Night in the Woods. Night of the Demons remake. Nightmare on Elm Street, the collection. This is the regular A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Where are we at? A New Nightmare. Nocturnal Animals. Nocturnal Animals. I thought it was Nocturnal Creatures for a second, but it's not. The Nun just recently came out. I haven't sat down to watch it yet. Heard back and forth things. Oculus. On the Other Side of the Door. Ouija. Ouija Origin of Evils. I like this one a little bit better. Ouija wasn't bad, to tell you the truth, for being a generic movie, but it wasn't the greatest. But Ouija Origin of Evil I liked. Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Paranormal Activity 4. I think it goes the other way around, but not too sure. Poltergeist, the extended edition. The only reason, I'm not going to say I like the movie, the only thing out of the remake I like is that part where they actually go into the closet and show you that other world or whatever you want to call it. The Possession. This is about an evil box or whatever. It comes along the lines of Annabelle, cursed things. This is the Predator triple feature. It comes with Predator, Predator 2, and Predators. And then, of course, you get the new one in the theaters, and you're going to have to get that anyway. The Purge. Purge Election Year. Purge Anarchy. And The First Purge. The Pyramid. Phoenix Forgotten. The Quiet Ones. Rawhead Rex. Red Riding Hood. Yeah, Robin Hood. It's a very scary movie, I'll tell you that much. Revenge. This is a fun one. Recent. Within the past couple months. Rings. The Third Ring. The Right. The Row. Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. It's a fun one. Horror comedy. Season of the Witch. See No Evil 2. The Shallows. Shark Night. Sinister. Sinister 2. Slender Man, a recent pickup. I got this last Wednesday. Some Kind of Hate. Split. Strangers Pray at Night. Stonehurst Asylum. Texas Chainsaw. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. I was about to say The Sun That Dreaded Sundown. Tremors 5. What is this? Bloodlines. And then Tremors 6, I guess you would call it, or Tremors A Cold Day in Hell, which is pretty much Tremors 6. Trilogy of Terror. I do have, the rest of the Tremors series on that Tremors pack, I guess you want to call it, but that's on DVD. Truth or Dare. Unfriended. Like I said, there is Unfriended Dark Web, which I heard horrible things about, but, like I said, I'm a completist, so I have to get it. Unsane. Vatican Tapes. The Visit. The Voices. This is a fun one, where the cat and dog talk to Ryan Reynolds. We Are What We Are. Winchester. Wolf Cop. Another Wolf Cop. Woman in Black 2. Yoga Hosers, another one of the later Kevin Smith films. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I'm impressed by the two young girls. You're Next, 31, a Rob Zombie film. I like it a lot more than people are giving it credit for, to tell you the truth. A lot of people shit on a lot of Robert Zombies movies. I said Rob Zombies. Yeah, Robert Zombie. An American Werewolf in London. I have another copy of this, but this is the Steelbook edition. This is the Sharknado collection. This is all 2, 4, 6 of them. I think the last one I watched was 3, but this has 6. Sharknado, the second one, Sharknado Hell No, Sharknado Fourth Awakens, Sharknado Global Swarming, and Sharknado, The Last Sharknado, It's About Time. They made, probably will have another 4 or 5. 10 Cloverfield Lane. They're coming out with that other one that they put out on Netflix, Cloverfield, not Apocalypse, what the hell is it called? Next, I forget what it's called. Cloverfield something. ABC's of Death, another anthology where they put, where they take a letter of the alphabet and make a short for it. ABC's of Death 2. There is a 2.5, but I don't think that was released on anything. Bad Milo. This is my magnet collection. Hammer Films. This is Never Take Candy from a Stranger and The Scream of Fear. This is put out by Mill Creek. I know I have that with my magnet. But Hobo with a Shotgun. Honeymoon. Last Shift. If you haven't seen this is a fun one. Ghost story in a police station. Let the Right One In. This is Let Me In. The Let Me In was the American remake to this one. Let the Right One In. I think that's like Swedish or something. Rubber, about a killer tire. Splinter, very underrated film. If you haven't seen this one, check it out. Sushi Girl. Troll Hunter. One of my favorite movies that got me back into the genre, the horror movie genre. It's got horror comedy aspects to it, but really fun one if you have never seen it. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. VHS XX. Apollo 18. I almost caught myself. I almost said Apollo 13. The Atticus Institute. Bait is a fun shark one. The Black Waters of Echoes Pond. This one reminded me of, the trailer reminded me of like a Jumanji type movie, but it went nowhere. Hard for me to find that Blu-ray, and it wasn't as good as I thought. The Children of the Corn. I think this is the remake. Dark Skies. This is my Anchor Bay horror movie collection. The Dead. Freaked. The Drownsman, which I have backwards. I don't like that. I don't like when I put stuff backwards. Frozen, not the Let It Go version. You'll see that later in the video, but this is the Adam Green Frozen, where 3 people get stuck up on a what do you call it? Ski lift. Really good one. Hatchet. Really good series if you haven't seen it. Horns with Daniel Radcliffe. Harry Potter as a devil. I Spit on Your Grave. I Spit on Your Grave, the remake. I Spit on Your Grave 2. I Spit on Your Grave 3. Those are 2 remakes to the remake. Or 2 sequels to the remake. Lost After Dark, a nice homage to the 80s type slasher. Muck. Piranha Double D. The Possession of Michael King. And Regression. On to the next shelf. If you stuck around, amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put time codes and stuff in the whole thing so you can check out piece by piece or what you might want to check out. Anyway, let me get it back into it. Return to Nukem High. Still going on with my Anchor Bay collection. Scream 4. Silent Night. This is the remake to Silent Night, Deadly Night. Spring. This is a fun one if you haven't seen that. Underrated film. Walled In. Afflicted. This is a one that was sent over to me. The Aftermath. It's like a 70s post-apocalyptic movie. All Cheerleaders Die. This is a fun one. If you haven't seen that, I enjoyed it a whole bunch. All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. All Through the House. Definitely one you have to watch for Christmas. We had the people on the Dorkening. All Hallows Eve and Mischief Night. Amazon Hotbox. This is a, old school, like, what do you call it? Cheese type, like, the, not Gore Fest. I forget what they call the, like, type of movie, but American Fright Fest. This is along the lines of Blood Fest and Hell Fest. This is American Mary that I got signed by the Saska sisters. Check that out if you haven't. The American Werewolf in London, like I said. Amityville, this is the latest one, The Awakening with Bella Thorne. Apocalypse Rising. The Apparition. Army of Darkness. At the Devil's Door. Atoning. BC Butcher, this is put out by Trauma. This is where the director... hold on, I'll get to it. Director Kansas Bowling. That's after talking to her about all these movies, I forgot. Kansas Bowling, she was like 14 when she wrote it, 15 when she shot it, and then eventually released it when she was, I think, like 17 or 18. The Barn, this is a nice 80s throwback type movie. The Badger Game, this is a one where they tried to kidnap this guy and torture him and stuff. It's interesting. Come on. Basket Case 2. Basket Case 3. Before Someone Gets Hurt. I forget exactly what this one was. Big Bad Wolf. Bikini Girls on Ice. Bloodfest. Or Blood Feast, should I say. And then Bloodfest. Bloodfest, like I said, is like Hellfest and the American Fright Fest. You go almost like a Funhouse Massacre. It's like craziness at a fun house type place. Bloody Knuckles. Buck Wild. Bunny the Killer Thing. Burying the X. Or Burying the X. Burial Grounds. Kerry. Case 39. Castle Freak. Cheap Thrills is a fun one. Chernobyl Diaries. Children of the Corn, the original. Children of the Corn Genesis. Chrome Skull Laid to Rest 2. I have the first one on DVD. This is Circus of the Dead, Billy Pond. We had him on, really good guy. With the whole clown epidemic, it's around that time, like It and stuff. But that one was actually filmed beforehand, just never got a release. Cold Comes the Night. Collector, the first one. Come Out and Play. This is like an abandoned city, almost like Children of the Corn style, but like on a different continent in a different place. The Conjuring 2. Country Cottage. It's almost like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Got the same Tyler Labine in it. Crawl or Die. The Creeps Deformed Monsters. This is like mini people that they bring back that they have to kill people to make them big again. It's pretty funny, actually. Creep Show 2. Crush. Cub. The Curse of Downers Grove. Pretty much there's a curse that everyone dies. One person always dies during a senior year or something like that. I forget exactly. Curtains. Dawning. Dawn of the Dead. This is the remake. Dead Alive. This is one of the rarer Blu-rays I have in my collection. Dead Shack was a newer one that came out. Deathgasm. It's like a perfect mix of metal and horror and stuff. Very fun movie. This is Demonic and Uninvited. Desecration. Detention. The Devil. Devil's Domain. Diary of the Dead. The Marrow. Dolly Deadly. This is a horror pack release. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Don't Go Into the Woods Alone. Like a lower budget 80s type slasher. Don't Go to the Reunion. Don't Look in the Basement 2. And then it's got Don't Look in the Basement, the original horror pack release. This is Dracula and Frankenstein, a dual pack. Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. Definitely a hard one to pronounce, but a fun one to watch. Dylan Dog. This is Dead of Night. He's pretty much the only person in the normal world that can see the dead, and he's pretty much there to protect them. Elsewhere, I got this because of Anna Kendrick. Emily, a horrible babysitter. Endless, about a cult. Exorcism of Molly Hartley. Evil Tunes. Exeter. I'm happy I got this one. This is a horror pack. One that I got from that. Fair Game. Fear Clinic. Let's see if I can get these couple. The Faculty. Feast. The Fields. I probably can't show you this, but 50 Shades of Scarlet, brought to you by the guy who did Dick Shark, Final Destination. Final Girls, or Final Girl. This is the one with Abigail Breslin. Final Girls. And then Flora. It has like a the place that they're going to investigate has like the nature. There's something wrong with nature. Flatliners. Flatliners, the remake. The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. Frankenstein's Army. This is Frankenstein created bikers. As this pops out of the Frankenstein created bikers. Freaks of Nature. Friday the 13th, The Killer Cut. Fright Night 2. Galaxy of Horrors. This is like a sci-fi anthology movie put out by, or given in the horror pack. Girl House. The Greasy Strangler, if you have not seen this one, it's all over the place. Think Napoleon Dynamite with a serial killer who kills people by lubing themselves up in grease and stuff and just going and killing people. Harvest Lake. Hatchet 2. Hatchet 3. Haunter. Haunting in Connecticut, or no, Haunting of Winchester House, but it comes with a movie, I Am Omega, which is in like all these different multi-packs. I think I have 3 or 4 versions of that movie itself. Haunting in Connecticut 2. To tell you the truth, that one was actually really good. Headless. Headspace. Hellraiser and Hellraiser Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. The Hills Have Eyes. Onto the next shelf. The Hills Have Eyes 2. Holliston Season 1. Holliston Season 2. If you have never seen this, this is Adam Green's little, I guess you would call it sitcom kind of deal. The Host. The Horseman. Howl. Interesting werewolf type movie. Human Centipede. Human Centipede 2 full sequence. I want to get the Human Centipede Scream Factory collection. Innkeepers. Insidious. Intruders. Invasion. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Wicked and the Invoking. It Stains the Sands Red, an interesting zombie flick with a tampon. Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2. Jeepers Creepers 3, which was a horrible movie in the making. Jennifer's Body. Jersey Shore Massacre. Josie. Joyride. Joyride 3. Jugface. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Killer Movie. The Last House on the Left. Let Us Pray. Lights Out. Lost Boys. Lost Boys The Tribe. Love Me. Lovely Molly. Lost River. I don't even know if that's a horror movie. Maniac, the remake. It's pretty good, actually, to tell you the truth, with Elijah Wood. MFA, the Masters of Arts of Revenge. Kind of like a rape revenge movie. Messengers. Mirrors 2. I like that better than the first. Misery. The Monster Squad. Motivational Growth. Mother. Mother Krampus. Mothra. My Bloody Valentine 3D. Nail Gun Massacre, 80s cheese at its finest. Never Open the Doors, signed by Jessica Sonnenborn. Kind of like a Twilight Zone feel. Night of the Creeps. I was about to throw that movie for some reason and let it go. Night of the Living Dead. Odd Thomas. Only Lovers Left Alive. Open Windows. The Order. Outpost. Black Sun. Outpost, The Rise of the Spetsnaz. Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity 2. Paranormal Activity 3. And then Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. think this was the last one in the series. Party Night. This is actually signed by the director. Plague Town. As I come extra close, hopefully you enjoyed this beautiful face of mine. Pitchfork. Piranha. People Under the Stairs. Poker Night. Poltergeist. This is Poltergeist 2 and 3. Possession, or just the Possession. That's the second one named The Possession. Poltergeist Night of the Chicken Dead, a Trauma movie. If you haven't seen Trauma stuff, they got their own style of movies. Couldn't get rid of this. Predator and Predator 2, which I'll throw out of the collection right now. Prey. Priest. Prom Night. This is Prophecy, a 5 film set. Prophecy 1, 2, Prophecy the Ascent, Prophecy Uprising, and Prophecy Forsaken. The Prowler. Psycho. Psycho Circus. Psychotica. Pulse. This is Puppet Master Axis Rising. There is another one, I think, Puppet Master The Littlest Reich or something like that. Rabid Grannies, another Trauma film. Rampage, this is the second one. Capital Punishment. The first one is where the guy just goes nuts and builds this suit and goes crazy on his town. The Reanimator. Red Eye, this is put out by two, well, they were teenagers at the time. I think they both turned 20. Red Eye, Destiny Orndorff and Tristan Clay. The Relic. Resolution. Return of the Living Dead with this. This was that Halloween one where they came with just these different covers, I guess you want to call it. This is Return to Sender. The Ring. Riverworld. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rosemary's Baby. This is a little documentary, the miniseries event. I don't know when they put that out, but Ruby. Salem's Lot. Salem's Witch Trials. Savage Streets, another 80s classic cheese fest. Scare House, this one's pretty fun. This is the Scream collection. This comes with Scream 1, 2, 3, Still Screaming, and Scream Inside Story. Those last two are like documentaries for it. Satan's Cheerleaders. This is the Saw collection. It comes with Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, and Saw the Final Chapter, which of course wasn't the final chapter because then you got Jigsaw. Scar 3D. This is another one I probably can't show you. Science Fiction. Another one, or Science List Fiction. That's another one that comes with director of Dick Shark, S. Starco. Tell you the truth, I was excited when I heard about it and then not excited when I watched it. Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. Silent House. Sleepwalkers. Space Babes from Outer Space. Species. Spiders. Splatter University. Stakeland. I have to get Stakeland too. This is the Stanford Prison Experiment. Stitches. Straw Dogs the Original. Straw Dogs the Remake. Street Trash. This is Subspecies. Summer of '84, if you have not seen this one. It's like a murder mystery, but almost like Stand By Me kind of deal. Really fun movie if you haven't seen it. Summer of '84. Super Hybrid. The Tall Man. Terrifier. This is the third. Well, technically, I guess you can call it the third with like All Hallows Eve and stuff like that. Thaw. The Thing. This is from 19... This is the original, I believe. No, I guess not. This is the sequel, or whatever, retelling, whatever you want to call it. Time to Kill. Tourist Trap. Tragedy Girls. And one of my favorite anthologies up to date, Trick or Treat. The greatest movie ever, Troll 2. And when I say that, it's, hailed as maybe the worst movie of all time. The Unborn. The Uninvited. Victor Crowley. This is the last one in the Hatchet series. Really good movie. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, definitely check out that series. VHS Viral, which is completely out of order. Volumes of Blood. Vamp, again, like I said, completely out of order, which I'm annoyed at, which I'll fix as best as I can now. Venom. Wakewood. The Ward. We Are Still Here. Werewolf, A Beast Among Us. What We Do in the Shadows, a fun, like, documentary style vampire. It's fun if you haven't watched that one. Wicked Lake. Cost me a little bit more than I thought, and it wasn't that good of a movie. Willow Creek, about Bigfoot. The Windmill. It was called The Windmill Massacre everywhere else. Wish Upon. The Witching Season, anthology type film. Wolf Creek 2. The Wolfman. Woman in Black, the original, which I like way better than the second. Would You Rather. Wrong Turn 1 through 5. Wrong Turn 6. This is Zodiac. Zombievers. Zombie Diaries 2. Zombie Holocaust. Zombie Killers Elephant Graveyard. Zombieland. 6 Degrees of Hell. 2001 Maniacs. Dr. Giggles and Otis. This is Dusk Till Dawn, Dusk Till Dawn 2, The Texas Blood Money, Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter, and Full Tilt Boogie. Possession, Cabin in the Woods, and Sinister. Mimic, 3-disc, 3-movie set. This is Forget Me Not, House of the Fallen, and Red Hook. Autonomy and Autonomy 2. Deep Rising and The Puppet Master. When a Stranger Calls and Happy Birthday to Me. Hostel and Hostel Part 2. Hollow Man and Hollow Man 2. 6 movies. It's Keepsake, Hoboken, Hollow, Killjoy 3, Roman, 213, and The Ginger Dead Man. Hellraiser, Bloodline, Hellraiser Inferno, Hellraiser Hellseeker, Hellraiser Hellworld. Visible Scars, The Lord, All God's Creatures, and The Hanged Man. Masters of Horror Season 1. Masters of Horror Season 3. Masters of Horror Season 4. Actually, that was Season 2, the first one. I don't have the first one. 100 Feet, This is my Asylum collection. Abducted, Adopting Terror, Bell Witch Haunting, Bigfoot, The Co-Ed and the Zombie Stoner, Hansel and Gretel, Hold Your Breath, Mother, Rise of the Zombies, Triangle, Zombie Night, Two-Headed Shark Attack. This is with Brooke Hogan. Foreclosed. 100 Ghost Street, The Return of Richard Speck. Ash and the Evil Dead, or Ash versus the Evil Dead. This is season 1. As I put the disc back in here. Season 1. Ash versus the Evil Dead season 2. And the last season, Ash versus the Evil Dead season 3. American Horror Story. This is the first season. And then American Horror Story Asylum. American Horror Story Coven. American Horror Story Freak Show. And American Horror Story Hotel. Those were on sale for $10 each on Friday the... No, not Friday the 13th. What the hell am I talking about? July 4th. Anything, I guess that's at America. Fear of the Walking Dead Season 1. Fear of the Walking Dead Season 2. Fear of the Walking Dead Season 3. Walking Dead Season 1. Walking Dead Season 2. Walking Dead Season 3. This is actually the thickest one that I have. It comes with DVD and Blu-ray. The Walking Dead Season 4. Walking Dead Season 5. Walking Dead Season 6 with the lenticular cover. Walking Dead Season 7 with this lenticular cover. And Walking Dead Season 8. Still, I have not even dove into the 9th season yet because I still haven't watched the tail half of the season 8 because it really didn't catch my fancy. So that I ended there. The last part of my horror section is actually the horror pack releasing, so I'll get those and then onto my normal Blu-rays and then onto my Disney, and then we're done. So this is probably another, hour at least. So if you stayed this long, I thank you. I'm surprised, and hopefully you're enjoying yourself. For those of you who don't know what Horror Pack is, it's a monthly subscription service for horror movies where you can get 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs, and you can bulk up your horror movie collection. It's a little plug if you didn't tell. Anyway, they put out a monthly movie that it's a Horror Pack exclusive where you're not going to get the movie anywhere else except for Horror Pack. So they have 28 of them, so that's a good amount. The first one was Badass Monster Killer, Gut, Late Night Double Feature. This is Knuckle Bones. I believe this is out now on DVD elsewhere, but Horror Pack was a Blu-ray release. Cell Count, which is actually signed. Some of these are actually signed by the directors and stuff. Chopping Block. Minutes to Midnight. This is Night of the Succubus, or Blood of the Triads. Night of the Succubus. Totally off. Blood of the Triads. The Dark Below, where a girl gets thrown into an icy lake and pretty much stuck there. Night of Something Strange, about a killer disease, what do you call it? Sexually transmitted disease. Killer Pinata. Killer Party. Psychos. We actually had the people on from this on the Dorkening. Strange Events. Morningside Monster. This is actually directed by one of the guys who runs Horror Pack. Bitter Feast. Let's see if I can get this right. Plank Face. Volumes of Blood Horror Stories. This is the second Volumes of Blood. Volumes of Blood is another anthology. It's more, this is, I believe, like a school did that, like a school of horror. They kind of put that out. Dead Hooker in a Trunk. This is the Soska Sisters film debut. Really fun movie. Psycho Killer. 420 Massacre. The Black Dahlia Haunting. Pieces. This is the 80s movie. I believe it has a Blu-ray, but that's the Horror Pack Blu-ray release. Model Hunger. That's released on DVD. Deadly Crush. Mexico Barbaro. This is an anthology, but all the stories are like Mexican based. Against the Night. So a lot of those stories are like Mexican, what do you want to call it? Like ghost stories and stuff. Cannibal Holocaust. And 3. This was the last one. So that was the Horror Pack collection. Again, Horror Pack monthly subscription service. If you want to build up your horror movie collection, you can either get, you know, DVDs or Blu-rays, or if you want to bulk it up big time, get both. You get 8 different movies. So Horror Pack, check them out if you haven't. Now I'm going to get into the rest of my collection. It's about halfway done. Actually, a few stragglers from my horror movie collection. It's the monster movies, the Universal Horror monsters that have these slipcovers. The Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man. This I have 2 because they have those glow-in-the-dark covers that, you know, at one point I was going to get all of them as well. The Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, Wolf Creek, the Wolf Man, Wolf Creek. Wow, it's a long video if you couldn't tell. This I got just because I thought it was gonna be cool, and then I realized it has nothing. It doesn't even fit in my collection. Jurassic World in this stupid tin, kind of so hard to keep around. I liked it when I bought it, just like the Fast and the Furious thing, but then I realized it doesn't fit anywhere. This is the Best of the Decade series, 1960 To Kill a Mockingbird. 1970 you have Animal House and The Jerk. In the 80s you have Fletch, the Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. Uncle Buck. Weird Science. '90s is Backdraft. Casino. Mallrats, Notting Hill, Reality Bites, 2000 Cinderella Man, Knocked Up, Smoking Aces, or Smoking Aces, should I say, Wanted. Now it's my Marvel type movies, Ant-Man, Ant-Man versus the Wasp, or Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers, the first one, Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers the Infinity War. See, that's the problem with Steelbooks, I must say, is the back. You have to keep this on with it. It's kind of difficult anyway. Infinity Wars, the Black Panther, Captain America. This is the first Avenger. Captain American Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, or Garden of the Galaxy. I'm getting ahead of myself. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Iron Man 3. I have the two other Iron Mans on DVD, which eventually I'll get. Thor, the original, the first one. Not original because there is only one. And then Thor, this is Ragnarok. I do not have Thor Dark World. Eventually I'll go ahead and get that one. On to the next. I got a few different companies that I have separate. These are a couple are put out by Kino Lorber. Highway to Hell. The Inkwell, old school movie. Mr. Destiny, I've never heard of it before. Once Upon a Crime, I got it because John Candy's in it. Oscar with Sylvester Stallone. River's Edge. Taking Care of Business. Talking Care of Business. 1,000 Acres. These I got, I supported the director and the actress in it and everything. I bought 4 copies of the movie because at one point they were on sale for $5 a piece. I'm like, why not? They have 4 different covers, but the movie is called Pieces of Talent. If you haven't seen it, definitely a good independent film, so I got that. This cover with the tape, this with the puzzle pieces, and then this one with a piece of the hand missing. So I bought these 4 movies, Pieces of Talent. They're all 4. I got all the slipcovers. These couple I got from RLJE Films to review. So those are in a separate section. Bushwick, The Limehouse Golem, Once Upon a Time in Venice, Ride, Terminal, and this is one of the last ones I got, Galveston. I did a review for that. And these I did a video for. This is the Mill Creek's VHS retro style Blu-rays. Who's Carrie Crum? Happy Birthday to Me. Hard Bodies. And Last Action Hero. Again with this retro throwback, old school VHS type cover. And then I'll get to the rest of my collection, which will be the A24 movies. American Honey. Like I said, this is the A24 collection. Pretty much have all of them except for 2, and then the ones that are coming out. I do have 2 DVDs that I keep with them, but I'm kind of pissed that they're on DVD. Hot Summer Nights is the one of the newer ones, and Ginger and Rosa is actually one of the first ones. So these 2 are actually part of the collection. It's just that they are on DVD as opposed to Blu-ray. So American Honey, Backstabbing for Beginners. Everything that I've seen so far from A24 is really good. So if you haven't seen any of these movies, check them out. They got a strong handle on pretty much every genre. It's not just one specific. You got horror movies, dramas, comedies, stuff like that. Check them all out. The Ballad of Lefty Brown. This is Barely Lethal. Again, this is like a kid's movie, but it is pretty fun. The Black Coat's Daughter. The Captive. Cut Bank. Dark Places. De Palma. The Disaster Artist. 8th Grade is one of the newer ones that came out earlier, or a couple months ago. The Exception. Ex Machina. First Reformed. The Florida Project. Free Fire. A Ghost Story. Good Time. Green Room. Hereditary. How to Talk to Girls at Parties. It Comes at Night. Killing of a Sacred Deer. It's upside down. Well, the cover art is, so it's hard to... I thought I held it upside down wrong. Lady Bird. Laggies. Last Movie Star. Lean on Pete. The Lovers. Most Violent Year. Moonlight. The Monster. A Prayer Before Dawn. Room. Rover, or The Rover. Son of a Gun. Spring Breakers. That one gets a lot of heat, but I like it. Swiss Army Man, one of my favorites. Trespass Against Us. The Tusk. Kevin Smith movie. Under the Skin. Vanishing of Sydney Hall. The Witch. Woman Walks Ahead. Woodshock. 20th Century Women. The Adderall Diaries. Amy. The Bling Ring. The End of the Tour. Enemy. Equals. Charlie, or what is this? The Glimpse Inside the Mind of Charlie Swan, the third. This is one of the first that was out on Blu-ray. Into the Forest. Life After Beth. The Lobster. Locke. Mississippi Grind. Mojave. More is from America. Oasis Supersonic. Obvious Child. Remember. Revenge of the Green Dragons. Sea of Trees. Slow West. Spectacular Now. And While We're Young. Again, I'm missing two of them. Well, one of them was a A24 exclusive where you had to buy it off the actual website, which I didn't know about. And there was another one, I can't think of the name, that I'm missing. I think that was also one that was pretty much specifically A24 website exclusive. There's more coming out. Mid-90s is a A24 movie, if you saw that in the theaters. Jonah Hill's movie. Just a whole bunch of good stuff. So that was my A24 collection. On to the rest. Absolution. The Accountant, should I say. Acts of Violence. Adrift. Alex Cross. Alien Covenant. That's the only one that doesn't come in the box set I showed before. All Eyes on Me. all that jazz. This is the Criterion Collection. It was a movie I thought that it was a movie I was thinking of, but it wasn't. All the Money in the World. This is the Alvin and the Chipmunk, the 4-movie collection. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Squeakquel, Chipwrecked, and Road Chip. American Reunion. American Sniper. American Made, which should be the other way around. American Ultra. Anchorman 2, which was not as good as Anchorman 1. Angels and Demons. Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Anna Karenina. Annie. The remake, I guess. Annihilation. Argo. Arizona. Arrival. Artificial Intelligence. The Assessment. A-Team. Avatar. Baby Driver. Bad Grandpa. Bad Grandpa .5. It's actually a different movie. It's not like... I thought it was going to be just an extended version of Bad Grandpa. It's actually a different movie. Bad Mom's Christmas. Bad Words. The Barber. Batman: A Killing Joke. Batman and Harley Quinn. Batman Ninja. Batman vs. Robin. Baywatch. I actually like that one. Before I Fall. Beast. Before I Go to Sleep. Beguiled. Bent. The Best of Me. The Bible. Big. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. The battery must have died. But I used to do the little chopsticks. Big Eyes. The Big Short. The Big Sick. Birdman with the red box. I guess that's a little bit more rare. Birth of a Nation. Black Mass. Black or White. Black Hat. Black Sea. Blended. Blind Spotting. Blockers. Book Club. Book of Life. Boss Baby. Boyhood. And The Boy Next Door. On to the next shelf. Braven. This is the John Hughes collection, The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, and Weird Science. The Bridge of Spies. Brooklyn. Bullet to the Head. Burlesque. Cake. The Call. Captain Phillips. Captain Underpants. This first epic movie. A Case for Christ. Cesar Chavez. Chappie. Charlie Countryman. One of the later Shia LaBeouf movies that before he went all crazy. Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke, the 40th anniversary. Chicago. Child 44. Chips. The Choice. Chronicle. The Circle. Cloud Atlas. Concussion. This is Constantine, City of Demons, the movie. Actually was one of the ones I picked up this Black Friday. Caroline, Paranorman, and the Box Trolls. Or Coraline, should I say, not Caroline. Cowboys versus Aliens. Creed. Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home 2. Dallas Buyers Club. Darkest Minds. Death Wish. Dear White People. Dark Crimes. Dark Tower. Date and Switch. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Dead and Tombstone. Dead and Tombstone 2. Death of Superman. Deep Water Horizon. The Descendants. Despicable Me. Despicable Me 2. Despicable Me 3. Dinosaur 13 is a documentary about a fossil that they found. Dirty Dancing. This comes with Dirty Dancing and Dirty Dancing 2. Havana Nights. Dirty Grandpa. The Django Unchained. A Dog's Purpose. Dolphin Tale. A Dolphin Tale 2. Dom Hemingway. Don John. Dope. Downsizing. Draft Day. The Duff. Dumb and Dumber 2. Dunkirk. Earth to Echo. Eddie the Eagle. On to the next shelf. The Edge of 17. This is, what is it? Edge of Tomorrow. I was looking at the thing, Live, Die, Repeat. But Edge of Tomorrow, that's a pretty good one. Emoji Movie was definitely better than I thought it was going to be. Enough said. Entourage Movie. Equalizer, which I want to get the Equalizer 2 tomorrow. Escape from Tomorrow. Escape Plan. Escape Plan 2. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This is the I don't even know what anniversary edition this is, but I do have the 30th, so I'll probably give that away at some point. Everest. Everything, Everything. Exodus, Gods and Kings. Expendables 2. Expendables 3. Extraction. The Family. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I heard good things about the second one. Far from the Madding Crowd. Father Figures. Fault in Our Stars. 50 Shades Darker. 50 Shades Free. Fist Fight. Focus. Forever My Girl. Foxcatcher. Furious 7. The Fate and the Furious. So I guess it was 1 through 6 in that. I thought it was 1 through 7. Fury. Future World. The Gambler. Game Night. Gamera. This is Gamera, the Giant Monster. Gamera versus Barugon. Gamera versus Gaius. And Gamera versus Virus. Gangster Squad. The Great Gatsby. Geostorm. Get Hard. Get On Up. The Gift. The Girl on the Train. Gifted. The Giver. Romeo and Juliet. God's Not Dead. God's Not Dead 2. I do have God's Not Dead 3, but it's downstairs for my mom to watch. Godzilla. Going in Style. Gold, Gone Girl, Gone with the Wind, Good Day to Die Hard, Good Lie, Goonies, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2, Goosebumps, Grand Budapest Hotel, Gravity, Greater, The Great Wall, Gridiron Gang, The Guest, The Gunman. On to the next shelf. Hacksaw Ridge, Hammer of the Gods, Hangman, Hangover 2, Hangover 3, Happy Feet 2, Happy Time Murders, Hardcore Harry, Haunted House, Heaven is Real, is for real, Heist, Help, Her, Hercules, or The Legend of Hercules, I think, or not just Hercules. I thought it was The Legend. There is The Legend of Hercules. Hillsong the movie, Hitman's Bodyguard, The Hobbit. This is The Unexpected Journey. The Hobbit. This is The Desolation of Smog. Hop. Horrible Bosses 2. Hot Pursuit. Hotel Transylvania. Hotel Transylvania 2. The House. How to Meet a Latin Lover, or How to Be a Latin Lover. How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 2. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Catching Fire. This is the Hunger Games. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I Am Number 4. Ice Age Collision Course. It's the only one that isn't in that box set up there. I Feel Pretty. If I Stay. I Frankenstein in 3D. I Kill Giants. This is The Imitation Game. Immortals. I'm Not Ashamed. The Heart of the Sea. The Incredible Burt Wonderlust. Inheritance. Or Inherent Vice. Intern. Interstellar. Into the Storm. Isle of Dogs. I, Tonya. Jack Ryan, the Shadow Recruit. Jack the Giant Slayer. Gem and the Holograms. Jersey Boys. John Wick. John Wick 2. The Judge. Juliet Naked, should I say. Either way, there could be naked. Jumanji, this is the remake or sequel, Welcome to the Jungle, which I actually enjoyed. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was not... I liked Jurassic World, that one not so much. Jupiter Ascending. Justice League Gods and Monsters. And Justin Bieber, Never Say Never. Tried to sneak that one in quick, but whatever. Like I said, I collect a whole bunch of shit. Half the stuff I question why I have it, but that's the life of a collector. On to the next shelf. Kidnap Mr. Heineken. Heineken? Yeah, Heineken. That was one of the ones I got for like $3 in one of the bins. Killing Gunther. This one sounds pretty funny. Kin, one of the recent releases. King Arthur. Kingsman, The Secret Service. Kingsman, The Golden Circle, the second one. This is with, what's his name? I heard, I didn't watch it yet, but I heard Channing Tatum makes it pretty funny. Kite. King Kong, The Skull Island. Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu Panda 3. I do have the first one on DVD I want to upgrade. The Last Stand. Really? I threw it. At you guys. There you go. The Last Unicorn. A League of Their Own. One of my favorite movies. Left Behind. The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy's Return. Legend. The Lego Movie. The Lego Ninjago Movie. The Lego Batman Movie. Les Miserables. Let's Be Cops. Let There Be Light. Life. Life Happens. Life of the Party. Lincoln. Little Boy. Little Italy. Little Rascals. Little Rascals Save the Day. This was like a direct to Blu Ray release. The Loft. Logan. Logan Lucky. Lone Survivor. Looking Glass. Looking Glass. Seeing is Deceiving. So I just bought probably Looking Glass. Love and Mercy. Love, Simon. I got this on my latest Black Friday haul. Love, the Coopers. Lucy. Machete. Mad Max. Fury Road. Magic Mike XXL. Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. The Magnificent Seven. Manchester by the Sea. Manhattan Night. Manhunter Unabomber. Or Manhunt Unabomber. Man on Fire. I got it for this cover. Man of Steel. Man Who Invented Christmas. Map to the Stars. Marauders, The Rich Will Pay. Martian. This is a Marx Brothers collection. It's got the coconuts, animal crackers, monkey business, horse feathers, and duck soup. Masterminds. This was last Black Friday. I got it for like $3. Max. This is a Maze Runner collection, the trilogy. It's Maze Runner Scorch Trials, and Maze Runner Death Cure. Mechanic Resurrection. Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. The Meg, recent pickup. Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life. Midnight Sun. This is a good love story with Bella Thorne. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Million Ways to Die in the West. And Miracle from Heaven. Almost done. Well, actually, I lied. I got a whole bunch left. So, if you stuck around this long, I am amazed at, your bravery, I guess. This is Misconduct. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Yeah, particular. Molly's Game. Money Monster. Monsters, Monster Trucks, Monument Men, Morgan, Mordecai, Mountain Between Us, Movie 43, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Mummy, Murder on the Orient Express, My All American, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, Napoleon Dynamite with this like felty cover, Neighbors, Neighbors 2, Nerve, Next 3 Days, The Nice Guy, Night at the Museum, Night Before, The Nightcrawler, I like this one, 9 Lives, Nonstop, November Criminals, November Man, Ocean's 8, Office Christmas Party, Osiris Child, Other Woman, Overboard, Overdrive, Pacific Rim, Pacific Rim Uprising, Pan, Paper Towns, should I say, Patriots Day, Passengers, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Peanuts movie, Penguins of Madagascar, the movie, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Peter Rabbit, Phantom Thread, Pitch Perfect Trilogy, Place Between the Pines, or Beyond the Pines, should I say, The Post, Pop Star, Pompeii, Point Break, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time, Power Rangers, Precious Cargo, Priceless, Prince, or The Prince, Prisoners, really good movie, Project Almanac, Project X, Promised Land, and Proud Mary. On to the next one. 1, 2, penguins. One, 2. Night at the Museum. As well. Selma. Puss in Boots, Race, Racing Hearts, Rampage, Ready Player One, Red Sparrow, Resurrection of Gavin Stone, Revenant, Rememory, Ricky and the Flash, Riddick, Ride Along, Rio, Rio 2, Rise of the Guardians, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, RoboCop Trilogy, this is the original series, Roots, Rough Night, Run All Night, Runner Runner, The Sandlot, this is the 20th anniversary edition, Safe Haven, Safe House, Same Kind of Different as Me, San Andreas, Sausage Party, Savages, The Second Best Marigold Hotel, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, Secret in Their Eyes, Secret Life of Pets, Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Selfless, Selma, Seventh Son, Sex Tape, Shakes the Clown, Shame, Sherlock Gnomes, Shape of Water, Sicario, this is Day of the Soldado, Sisters, Skeleton Twins, Skyscraper, Small Town Crime, Snatched, The Snowman, Snow White and the Huntsman, Social Network, Sound of Music, Southpaw, Space Between Us, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Trilogy, Spinning Man, SpongeBob the Movie, Sponge Underwater, Spotlight, Spy, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Wars Force Awakens, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Step Up Revolution, Storks, Straight Outta Compton, Stronger, St. Vincent, Suburbicon, and Suicide Squad. Sully, Super 8, as I knock my camera. Tag, let me fix it. Taken 3, Tammy, Tarzan, Ted 2, Ninja Turtles, this is the remake or whatever, the fourth one. Teen Titans Go, the movie, or Go to the Movies. Terminator Genesis. The Theory of Everything. This is 40. Thoroughbreds. 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. 3 Identical Strangers. This is an interesting documentary. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Total Recall, the remake. Tracers. Trainwreck. Transformers: The Last Night. Trolls. True Story. Truth. Turbo. Unbroken. Uncle Drew. Unfinished Business. Unforgettable. Unlocked. Unknown. Upside Down. Vacation. Vehicle 19. The Walk. The Walk Among the Tombstones. Walking with Dinosaurs. Warm Bodies. War for the Planet of the Apes. Warrior. War Room. We Bought a Zoo. The Wedding Ringer. West Side Story. When the Game Stands Tall. Whiplash. Why Him? Wild. Winter's Tale. Wish I Was Here. The Wizard of Oz. Wonder. Wonder Wheel. Wonder Woman. Wolf of Wall Street. Woodlawn. World's End. Wolverine. Wrath of the Titans. X-Men Days of Futures Past. X-Men Apocalypse. You Never Were Really Here. Zero Dark 30. The Fifth Wave. 12 Strong. 12 Years a Slave. 1517 to Paris. 21 and Over. 22 Jump Street. 42. 47 Meters Down. 47 Ronin. 90 Minutes in Heaven. 300 Rise of an Empire, which I did not like. Rick and Morty Season 1. Rick and Morty Season 2. This is a document, like a fan documentary thing. Raiders. Then I have the Boardwalk Empire, the complete series. This is Game of Thrones Season 1 through 6. I know there's Seasons 1 through 7 as well, and then there's Season 8 getting worked on, and True Blood. Right after this, I'm going to show you my Steelbook collection. Then I got my Blu-rays without slipcovers, and then going into my Disney collection, and then it's over. So if you've stayed this long, you might have noticed a little boo-boo I did, that I didn't pause it, but if you didn't, you'd have no idea. But if you made it this long, thank you. You sat down 2 hours plus, but anyway, let me get into the rest. So starting with my Steelbooks, Pineapple Express. I gotta put these in better order. Pixels. Pokemon movies. It's the Pokemon first movie, Pokemon the movie 2000, Pokemon the third movie, or 3, the movie, whatever. Rick and Morty Season 3 on Steelbook. Underworld Collection. This is Underworld Evolution, Underworld Rise of the Lycans, Underworld Awakening, and Underworld Blood Wars. So it does come with the latest one. This is RoboCop, the remake. Rogue One, Star Wars. A Quiet Place. Scrooged. This is the second Ninja Turtles, the Out of the Shadows. These are the like comic book style ones. Big Lebowski. Born Supremacy. Death Race. Doom. Jurassic Park. The Mummy. Pitch Black. Scarface. Serenity. Shaun of the Dead. Wanted. I got these, the Steelbook, the monster movie ones. Like I had the regular slipcover ones, but these are the Steelbook. Bride of Frankenstein. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Dracula. Frankenstein. Invisible Man. The Mummy. Wolfman. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger's the Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This one's like a limited edition cover. X-Men First Class. X-Men. This is Days of Futures Past. Independence Day, the first one. This is Nightmare Before Christmas, that limited edition Steelbook. Hocus Pocus, the limited edition Steelbook. I bought two of them because they both have the spine on this one is different. It's upside down from this one. Like if I hold it like this, as you can see, one is like that, one's upside down, and one's right side up. So I thought that was interesting, so I bought two of them. Batman vs. Superman. Battle of Los Angeles. Blues Brothers. Children of Men. Christine. Deadpool. Deadpool 2. This is the super duper whatever cut. Ender's Game. Fantastic Four. This is the like newer one that came out. They all kind of suck. Ferdinand. 50 Shades of Grey. The Game. I like this cover a whole lot, actually. Grease. This comes with Grease, Grease 2, and Grease, the live action movie. The Greatest Showsman. One of the better... what do you want to call it? One of the better... What am I looking for? Musicals. That's what I'm looking for. The Hateful Eight. Hobbit. This is the Battle of the Five Armies. Hunger Game Part 1. I guess the other one was the Hunger Game Part 2. Mockingjay. Independence Day Resurrection. Like I said, all these are in somewhat crappy order. Justice League. La La Land. The Last Witch Hunter. The Longest Day. This is Mission Impossible. 5 of the movies? 5 of the movies. Includes all 5 movies, except for the latest one that came out. This is Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible 2, Mission Impossible 3, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and of course the latest one came out, Maze Runner Scorch Trials. The Mummy Ultimate Collection. This comes with The Mummy Returns, The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Empire, and the Scorpion King. This I got from Horror Pack when I bought the year subscription. Pan's Labyrinth, the Mondo Steelbook, and then Now You See Me 2. And there was one more. Where is it? I had Noah somewhere, but I do have Noah. So that was my Steelbook collection. Now I'll get into my Blu-rays without slipcovers. August, Osage County. Begin Again. Boulevard. This is the last movie that Robin Williams was actually in. Burnt. Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. Escape from Planet Earth. Or Escape to Planet Earth, should I say. The Iron Lady. This is Just Before I Go. Killing Them Softly. Last 5 years. This is my Anchor Bay collection with no slipcovers. The Law Abiding Citizen. Lawless. Macbeth. New Daughter. No Escape. Our Idiot Brother. Paddington. Philomena. The Sapphires. Scary Movie 5. Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Silver Linings Playbook. Stone. Vampire Academy. Best Man Down. This is the Magnolia section. I got a few. Blackthorn. Nymphomaniac. Prince Avalanche. White Bird in a Blizzard. About Last Night. Now this is just starting my collection. Absolute Power. Act of Valor. Adjustment Bureau. Admission. Aftermath. Age of Adeline. Alpha and Omega. American Beauty. American History X. American Pie 4 movie collection. This is American Pie 2, American Pie Wedding, and American Pie Reunion, which I could probably get rid of that reunion. American Violence. And So It Goes. Angry Birds movie. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. Annie. Another Earth. Apollo 13. Appleseed OX. Armored. Art of Getting By. Arthur. Arthur and the Invisibles. It's 2 movies. 2 and 3. Away We Go. Baby, The Secret Legend. The Baby Makers. I got that at the dollar store. Backtrack. Bad Lieutenant, another dollar store pickup. Bad Moms. Bad Santa 2, recent pickup. Bad Teacher. Batteries Not Included. Battle of the Sexes, I picked this up this Black Friday. Battle of the Year. Battleship. Beastly. Beast of the Southern Wild. Beautiful Creatures. Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Show. Black Rain. Black Swan. Black and White and Sex. It's like a documentary of sex workers. Beyond the Lights. Blitz. Boogie Nights. Book Thief. Boondock Saints. Boondock Saints 2. Born Bad. The Boss. The Breakup. Bridge on the River Kauai and the Guns of Navarone. Bridge to Terabithia. Bring It On. Broken City. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The Burbs. Buried. Captain Fantastic. Casper. Cats and Dogs in 3D. Central Intelligence. Centurion. Change Up. Chaperone. Charlie St. Cloud. Charles Bronson Collection. The Valachi Paper Stone Killer. Breakout. Hard Times. Chasing Mavericks. The Chipmunk Adventure, one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Chronicles of Narnia. This is The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Chloe. Cider House Rules. Clerks. Columbiana. Colossal. Confessions of a Shopaholic. Conan. Contact. Contagion. Copland. Counselor. Crazy on the Outside. Crazy Stupid Love. The Croods. Crooked Arrow. The Crow. Cruel Game. Cruel Intentions. Crybaby. Cutthroat Island. This is Darjeeling Limited. This is a Criterion Collection. Dance with Wolves. Dark City. Darkest Hour. Darkman. Date Night. Dear Dumb Diary. Dear John. Delivery Man. Departed. Devolved. Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1, 2, and 3. Dilemma. Donnie Darko. Double. Dreamhouse. Dress to Kill. Drive. Eagle Eye. Easy A. Ed Wood. The Edge. Election. Elf. Elizabeth the Golden Age. Empire Records. Endless Love. Epic. Equilibrium. Expendables. Extremely loud and incredibly close. Ever After. Everybody Wants Something. Fargo. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Faster. Fear. Fences. Finding Neverland. First Kill, this one is. The Fisher King. 5-Year Engagement. Flashdance. The Fluffy Movie. Footloose. For a Good Time Call. Freebirds. Fried Green Tomatoes. Friends with Benefits. Full Frontal. Full Metal Jacket. Fury Vengeance and Astro Boy. Gangs of New York. Ghostbusters. This is the answer. This is the remake, I guess you want to call it. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost Rider and the Spirit of Vengeance. Ghost Team 1. Ghost Town. Glengarry Glen Ross. Going the Distance. Gone. Good Doctor. Good Will Hunting. Grace Unplugged. Grand Piano. The Grey. Gross Anatomy. The Happening. Harry and the Hendersons. Haywire. The Heat. Heat. Hell or High Water. Here Comes the Boom, which is actually a pretty good movie. Hidden Figures. Hitchcock. Holy Matrimony. Home. Homesman. Hotel Transylvania 3. Kind of pissed I don't have a slipcover for that. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Housebroken. Howard the Duck. How to Be Single. Hugo. The Huntsman. This is Winter's War. I Am Ali. I Am Chris Farley. I Am Santa Claus. Interesting documentary about Santa Claus's I Am Wrath. I Love You, Beth Cooper. What is this? Insurgent. Internship. The Interview. Interview with the Vampire. Isabel Dances with the Spotlight or something. Italian Job. Kind of Funny Story. It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World. Adam Sandler is Jack and Jill. If you couldn't tell, I'm trying to speed through this because it's almost coming on 3 hours. This is Jason Statham collection. It's got Crank, Crank 2, Mechanic, Transporter 3, and War on it. J. Edgar. Journey 2, The Mysterious Island. Jumanji, the original. Just Visiting. This is a fun one. Katy Perry, the movie, Part of Me. Killer Joe. Jesus, or this is Killing Jesus. Killing Kennedy. Killing Lincoln. The Kings of Summer. This is a fun one. It's almost like a Stand By Me type movie. Night of Day. Kurt Cobain and the Montage of Heck. Labor Pains, another dollar store buy. LA Confidential. Nikita, La Femme Nikita. Larry Crown. Lars and the Real Girl. If you haven't seen this, it's a really good one. The Last Airbender. The Last Nights. Last Song. Las Vegas. Leap. Legends of the Guardians, Owls of Ga'Hoole. This is one of the first Blu-rays I ever got. Leon the Professional. Letters to God. Life of Crime. Life of Pi. Like Water for Chocolate. Limitless. Lion. Little Rascals. London Has Fallen. Lorax. Lord of the Rings Extended Editions. This is the regular ones. No, that's just the 3 movies. Lord of the Rings, the cartoon from like the early 70s. Love and Basketball. Lucky One. Machete Kills. Mafia and the Crew. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Man on the Ledge. Marrying Man. Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. Me Before You, and Megamind. Men, Woman, and Children, Midnight Special, Miracle Beach, Mirror Mirror, Mom's Night Out, Moneyball, Monte Carlo, Monster High Freaky Fusion, Holy Grail, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Moonrise Kingdom, Moonstruck, Mortal Kombat Legacy, Mortal Instruments City of Bones, Moscow on the Hudson, Muppet Christmas Movie, Mr. Popper's Penguins, Mud, The Pony Movie, Mystery Men, Mystic Pizza, Naked Gun Trilogy. This is Naked Gun 2 and a half, The Smell of Fear, and Naked Gun 33 and a third, The Final Insult. The Natural, Nerdland, Network, Neverending Story, New Year's Eve, No Doubt, The Benefit of the Doubt, and The Night Listener, Night in the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. This is the Ninja Turtles 3-pack. No Good Deed, No Holds Barred, Norm of the North, Now You See Me, the first one, Oblivion, October Baby, Old Boy, Olympus Has Fallen, Only the Brave, On the Road, Once Upon a Time in America, Open Season 3, Orange is the New Black Season 1. I think it is, yeah, Season 1. Orange is the New Black Season 3. The Oranges. The Other Boiling Girl. The Paperboy. Paradise. Paranoia. Princess Bride. Parental Guidance. Planet of the Apes. This is the one with Mark Wahlberg. Prestidigitation. Pretty Woman. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Prometheus. The Raid 2. Raging Bull. Reasonable Doubt. Reclaim. Red. Red 2. Red Dawn. Red Dawn the Remake. Redemption. Resurrection of Jake the Snake. Awesome documentary. Robin Hood. Road Warrior. Rock of Ages. Role Models. Romy and Michelle's High School Reunion. The Runaways. Say Anything. The Sessions. Serendipity. Seven Psychopaths. Sherlock Holmes and the Game of Shadows. Short Term 12. Showgirls. Sicario. Sideways. Sin City. Simple Wish. Sing. Sister Act and Sister Act 2. The Sixth Sense. Smashed. Snitch. Source Code, Space Jam, Spawn, Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man Homecoming. The Amazing Spider-Man. Stalingrad. Stand By Me, one of the best movies. Stand Up Guys. This is Star Wars, this specialized edition. This is the Rubber Monster edition. Still Alice. That's all the older Star Wars. Stoker. Stolen. Strange Brew. Strangerland. Struck by Lightning. Sucker Punch. Sunshine Cleaning. Super Troopers. Swing Vote. What is this? Tactical Force with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Taken. Taken 2. Tarzan, the animated movie. Temptation, Tyler Perry's Temptation. Team America, World Police. Texas Rising. Thelma and Louise. This Is the End. This Means War. Titanic. To Save a Life. Total Recall, the original. Tower Heist. The Towering Inferno. The Town. True Crime. Twixt. Underworld. This is The Blood Wars, which I already have in the other one. Unstoppable. Usual Suspects. Victor Frankenstein. Violet and Daisy. The Vow. Walk the Line. The Wall. Wall Street. This is Money Never Sleeps. I guess this is the second one, the sequel. Wanderlust. The Watch. Water for Elephants. The Way, Way Back. Welcome to the Jungle. Wet Hot American Summer. What Maisie Knew. What's Your Number? Where is Kyra? Or What's Up? Where is Kyra? That's it. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Wild Child. Wind River. Win-Win. Winter's Bone. Wolf. This is Woodstock, the director's cut. Won't Back Down. World War Z. X-Men, the Road Cut. The Days of Futures Past Road Cut. X-Men First Class. XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. Triple X. You Again. Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Zookeeper. Zookeeper's Wife. Zoolander 2. 8 Mile. 9. 10 Things I Hate About You. 12 Rounds 2. 13 Going on 30. Table 19. This is a really good one. 30 Minutes or Less. 50-50. 54. Studio 54. 88. 127 Hours. 1 Million BC. Bus Stop. This is my, what's her name? Marilyn Monroe collection. Bus Stop. Gentlemen's Prefer Blondes. How to Marry a Millionaire. The Misfit. Niagara. Return of No Return. River and No Return. 7 Year Itch. Some Like It Hot. There's No Business Like Show Business. Now I got a bunch of these multi-packs. This is Sun, Sand, and Sweat, a 4-movie collection. It's got Private Resort, Hard Bodies, Spring Break, and Perfect. Mask of Zorro and Legends of Zorro. Battle of Los Angeles and Lockout. Proof and the Blindness. Fatal Attraction and Disclosure. Green Zone and the Kingdom. Peter Pan and Nanny McPhee. This is Abduction, Killers, and Push. Bank Job, Chaos, and Safe. Conan, the Man on Legend Brothers. Lincoln Lawyer, Alex Cross, and One for the Money. Green Hornet, Hancock, and the Ghost Rider, the first one. Lord of War, Freelancers, and King of New York. Punisher, The Spirit, and Kick-Ass. Punisher, The Warzone, Red Heat, and Terminator 2. Sparkle and Dreamgirls. Thor, Iron Man, or the Invincible Iron Man, and next the Avengers. It's like cartoon movies. Total Recall, The Condemned, and Replicant. And last, 300 Troy and Alexander Revisited. And the last thing out of my collection, out of this 2-hour over, it's going to probably be over 3 hours, is my Disney collection. So stick around for that. And again, if you stayed for this entire thing, or if you cut it up into pieces and watched part of it at a time, thank you. You know, I like watching this stuff, watching people show off their collection. So hopefully you enjoyed my entire Blu-ray collection. So I'll get to the Disney movies, and then at the end I'll mention something. Now into the Disney, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Aladdin. This is the King of Thieves and Return of Jafar. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Alice in Wonderland. Aristocats. Bambi. Bambi 2. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. Beauty and the Beast, the animated, or the live action one, should I say. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. BFG, The Big Friendly Giant. Big Hero 6 with the lenticular cover. Brave. Bug's Life. Cars. Cars 3. Christopher Robin. Cinderella, the live action version. This is Coco, Steelbook edition. Dumbo. Finding Nemo. Finding Dory. Finest Hours. Fox and the Hound. Frankenweenie. Frozen, like I said, the other Frozen in the beginning of this video. The Good Dinosaur. The Great Mouse Detective. Home on the Range. Incredibles 2. Inside Out. Into the Woods. Jonas Brothers Band. The Jungle Book, the live action one. Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp Scamp's Adventure. That's Lady and the Tramp 2. The Lion King. The Lion King 1.5. The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Lone Ranger. Maleficent. Mars Needs Moms. McFarlane USA. Moana. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas. Monsters University. Mulan. Muppet Treasure Island and Muppet The Great Muppet Caper. Muppets. The Muppets Most Wanted. Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I said, I got a few versions of it. Odd Life of Timothy Green. Old Dogs. This is Oliver and Company, The Fox and the Hound, and The Fox and the Hound 2. Oz the Great and Powerful. Peter Pan. Peter Pan Return to Neverland. That's the second Peter Pan one. Pete's Dragon. Pinocchio. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. Planes, the Fire and Rescue. Planes, the first one. So it actually should go with that. Pocahontas. Prom. Prince of Persia. Saving Mr. Banks. I really like that one, actually. Short Films Collection. Short Films Collection 3. Pixar, the whatever. Sleeping Beauty. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Tarzan. Three Musketeers. Tinkerbell and the Never Beast. Tomorrowland. Toy Story of Terror. These are all the short Toy Story, like shorts, Toy Story that time forgot. Winnie the Pooh, one of my favorite movies. Actually, I don't think that's the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is my favorite. A Wrinkle in Time. Wreck-It Ralph, which the second one's coming out, so I'm excited for that one. I think it's already out, now that I think of it. Zootopia. 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians 2. Patch's London Adventure. Cars 2. Christmas Carol. Game Plan. G-Force. Hocus Pocus, like I said. A couple versions of each. Heavyweights, I got that for the extra special features. Emperor's New Groove and Kronk's New Groove. Mater's Small Tales or Tall Tales. Hunchback of Notre Dame. John Carter. Jungle Book. Lilo and Stitch, the two movies. One's Lilo and Stitch and the other one is Stitch Has an Itch. $1 Million Arm. Little Mermaid. Miracle. Prep and Landing, and then Prep and Landing, Naughty versus Nice, or Nice, Naughty and Nice. Pete's Dragon. Princess Frog. Race to Witch Mountain. Robin Hood. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Secretariat. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Tangled 3D. Tigger Movie. What is this? Secret of the Wings. This is the Tinkerbell one. Winnie the Pooh and Springtime with Rue. And then the last one is this Fabulous movie. Fabulous is whatever. I don't know. I got it from the Disney Movie Club for free. And the last one is Solo, a Star Wars adventure. And that, my friends, is my entire Blu-ray collection. It taken about 3 hours to record the video, but let me just say it's taken about 5 hours to take everything off the shelves and then show them and then everything else. So that right there is my entire Blu-ray collection, my horror movies, my Steelbooks, my Disney movies, my non-slip covers, my box sets, and everything else. I have them all in certain ways. I know a lot of you have your collections in multiple ways, and you have them all set up differently. I moved my Disney thing here to make it a little easier, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you've seen movies that you've never seen before and might want to add to your collection. And if there's a movie that you've seen that you want reviewed in there, let me know and I'll definitely go ahead and do it for you. I have no problem. I like reviewing movies. I will give away something. If you've sat down through the entire movie, entire video, I must say thank you for sitting there for that long and checking what I do have. But if you can guess within, I'd say, I'll keep this open for a week. Until I go back